Good evening, namaste, assalamu alaikum, huwa ilda. So I would like to welcome everyone to this presentation ceremony or award ceremony that is going to be held right now. First of all, I would like to thank all teams for participating in this tournament and making it a big success. Thank you very much, guys. You all deserve it. Okay, moving on to about the organization. It has been quite tough for all of us to set this tournament. You guys have noticed that we have been working yesterday in the evening, also earlier in the morning, and there are so many other tasks that we have done as a team. But also, in addition to that, sponsor always matters for this kind of tournament. And it's very good that some of our entrepreneurs in Helsinki, they have always raised their hands to help us. So I would like to start by thanking sponsors from Mount Everest, Ravintola OI. Hemraj Sharma is currently here. Please give him a big round of applause. So we sincerely thank him for his sponsorship for this tournament. Thank you very much. And also, guys, I'm going to introduce you a very special man who is here right next to our sponsor, Mr. Ira Banks. Please give him a big round of applause. And telling a little bit about him, he has been a West Indies Test player during the 1970s. And also, he is one of those guys who has brought cricket to Finland. So please give him once again a big round of applause. And as we know that we being Nepalese have a very good culture of respecting individuals, and we are going to do that by giving him a dosala. I don't know what is it called in English, but I request a sponsor, Mr. Mohan Aryal, to respect him by putting this dosala. Hemraj Sharma, sorry. Oh, lagaido. Tali, tali, Okay, so now once again coming back to the sponsors, we want to request our chief guest, Mr. Ira Bank, to hand these trophies, little trophies or little token of respect from Club 8848 to our sponsor, to our major sponsor, please. So there are also two more certificates to our sponsors. Hemraj Sharma is currently here, but Mr. Mohan Aryal is currently missing, but still give him a big round of applause. So please take your seat and I will get back to you again. Okay, so how has the tournament been? Was it okay? Yeah! So are you guys satisfied with how the tournament has been organized? Yeah! Great. And are you ready for the next tournament? Yeah! Okay, we will announce it soon. The Sevens League. The Sevens League is knocking somewhere around, and we will inform you very shortly. Okay, so all those arrangements has been done by a group of volunteers, and I want to thank them for helping us to organize this tournament. So I start with umpires who has been helping us with umpiring duties, and I would like to call Mr. Sanjay Vandari and give him a big round of applause. So, and you can sit over here. You can shake hands with our sponsors. And thank you, Sanjay, for your great effort. And Also, our photographers, there are 2 photographers in the tournament. Mr. Sovan Nirola, thank you very much. He has been very kind to us. And also there is a lady photographer who has been busy throughout the day. And I would also like to call upon Pragati Vandari and give a big round of applause to her. I think you guys can sit here. You can shake hands and. As we know that it is live telecasted, and there is a guy behind this live telecast, so give him a big round of applause, Mr. Sandeep Arya. So more towards umpiring duties, Mr. Dibya Dahal, where are you? He's here. Okay. अगाडिबाट हात मिलाएर बसेरै हात मिलाएर गयो हुन्छ Mahesh Neupane, another umpire. Is he here? Okay. And Mohan Adhikari. Okay, he's also not here. Pravesh Chand, the umpire for the final game. Okay, he's not here. Vivek Dhakal, also an umpire. Sambhu Kesi, he has been helping quite a lot with arranging things. So big rounds of applause. And also, you might have noticed that Ira Banks has helped us with those scorecards. So please give him again a big round of applause. Okay, so now I would also like to introduce Club 8848 members, because these are the guys who have been working all days and nights at homes with their families, with the little children, avoiding their work. So let's introduce you to our board members first. Krishna Chetri, you know. So he is the chairman of our club. And then moving on to the cool captain. He never gets aggressive. Only his bats and his balls talk, not like other captains, let's say it that way. So I would like to request you all to give a big round of applause to the captain, Arun Muslet. Okay, and these guys are also the board member. Right next to him is a taller guy over there, Mr. Deepak Pokhrel. Give him also a big round of applause. And then over here is another board member, Mr. Sachindra Rimal. Give him a big round of applause. Right next to him is Sekhar Aryal. He is also a board member. And I'm also a board member, so give me a big round of applause. So if you guys have been reading those long texts, all those rules, so I'm behind that. So you might hate me for that, but it is what it is. And then I would like to also introduce you to the manager of the club, Mr. Bijan Neupane. And I'd like to call Mr. Bijan Neupane to sit over here. Yes, 100% winning rates. Also, I would like to thank our former manager who is also here. He has been supporting us in all possible ways. So please give him a big round of applause, Mr. Srish Kumar Dai. Since the uta basu.
जुन लिन आउँछ नि तिनलाई एकचोटी अगाडि हेर्नु भन्नु है त्यहाँबाट बसेर कन्स्ट्यान्टली फोटो खिच्नु
Okay, so whoever is coming here in the stage, please look over there so that you have your beautiful capture and you can see it later on in Facebook posts. Okay, so now I move on to our players. Let's see where I have that list. Can't say it. Okay, so Sagar Thapa is here from Club 8848 and Sagar Bandari over there. So right next to him is an excellent fielder, Mr. Rohit. Then right behind him is our all-rounder, Mr. Sawan Shah. Roshan Devja is right next to Sirish Kumar Dai. Then right next to our cool captain, There is a guy who can bat both sides, left or right. Mr. Saratson is over there. And then the most successful bowler, let's say it that way, Utsav over there. So did I miss any names? Also, I myself and he is here. I think I have called all our team members' names. So now officially we are moving towards the main ceremony, that is prize distribution ceremony. And I would like to call upon our sponsor, Mr. Hemraj Sharma, and also Ira Banks and our managers to hand over these prizes. And in handing these prizes, Krishna Chetri will be assisting me, also Sagar Thapa. So please come from this way. He will hand over trophy to him. Okay, so he will hand trophy to him. And then shake hands with our sponsors. Then also you can shake hands with all these guys because they have been working quite hard to make this tournament successful. So that's how the prize is going to be distributed. So come from this side, take your trophy, and Ira Banks in a while will say a few words before we start this trophy distribution. So I hand over to Ira.
Well, I hope you all understand English. Okay, that's the only language I can. Well, last week I came over, not knowing that there was cricket going on here, and then there it was. Half of Nepal was here. And then I inquired who were playing who, and then they told me what was going on. I enjoyed last weekend. But my dear colleague here, the green cap, who happened to know me a little before, asked me that, Ira, would you come back and give out a few trophies? I asked him what's the big idea. And then he said to me, Ira, you're probably the most famous thing in Finland as far as cricket is concerned. One, you formed cricket in Finland 1972, registered as a club 1974. My spokesman here, he got it wrong. I played for the West Indies 1954, 57, not 19.
Okay, I got wrong information.
One of my first match against Pakistan, Sabina Park, Jamaica, our national ground. There was a little guy from Pakistan by the name of Hanif Mohammed. The day before, one of the greatest all-rounder of cricket, a guy by the name of Gary Sovas, he made 365 not out. After we're leaving Jamaica, West Indies won that test, and we went on to Barbados. Not to mention that that little man from Pakistan, Hanif Mohammed, scored 337 not out. And that's how I started to really love cricket. But when I were called into the West Indies side, they think I was just a bowler, because they needed a bowler. I took 4 wickets in the first test. They sent me in number 9. They didn't know that I could bat as well. So at number 9, getting dark, a couple of overs to go, bang, 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 64 not out. Wow. So they moved me up the order for the next test. So cricket had always been my life. I played cricket as a living in England from 1964 onward. I played with great cricketers like Hanif Mohammed. I played Mushtaq Mohammed, cousin I suppose. They're all from Pakistan. Pakistan manager at the present moment, Intikhab Alam, name you probably heard or probably don't even know of. But however, I used to get paid for playing. And then arrived in Finland in 1971. But then it goes back from 1966. There I was at the Oval playing cricket. Get a ball hit me here and rush me to the hospital for a band job. And I stayed in overnight too, and they released me the next morning. But before they released me, I was young, good looking. The night nurse was a girl from Finland. So before I leave the hospital next day, I said, oh, by the way, how about a date? Like I said, I was much younger. Rather good looking as well. Coming from me, of course, I was so handsome. However, she said yes. And at home now, I'm living in Lansamak, over in Lansa-Satama, next door to the terminal, the ship that goes from Tallinn to Helsinki, Helsinki to Tallinn. From my apartment, I see when they come in and when they go out. And at home at the present moment, that girl I'm speaking about is my wife, and she's waiting, wondering, should she keep the food warm? Am I going to be late? Because you know where I am. Earlier on, I was speaking with your sponsor here, and I said to him, look, after being married for 51 years, it's no good chasing hamburger when you have steak at home. I think he understood what I meant. So, for the last 51 years, gentlemen, I'm married to the same woman, and I hope you guys will take a tradition and respect that when you're married, it's for life. Okay? And keep it that way. Well, I get to know a lot of these boys through playing cricket, and I admire their spirit. And cricket, of course, is from all the Commonwealth countries, you should know. But because you had never been taken over by the British or anyone else for that matter, I congratulate you guys on your country. England, as you know, some 200 years ago, started cricket. They teach us, the people from the former Commonwealth, such as England, such as Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and the Caribbean, West Indies. They teach us, but the funny thing is, we all can beat England now. And that's what I like about cricket. I found cricket in Finland, 1974, registered as a club. We had no one else to play against, so we get in touch with Stockholm, where we know cricket had been started there 1950. And we had 11 players, plus one woman, who was our scorer. So, 1974, in June, we go to Stockholm and play Saturday and Sunday. In August, Stockholm returned their visit to Helsinki. So we get 4 matches per day for the year. And it goes on like that for over 20 years. And so today I know Stockholm like I know Helsinki. But not to mention, in 1974 Stockholm trip, I was rather surprised to find that the team that we were going to play, they were from Barbados, Trinidad, India, Bangladesh. It's the same old Commonwealth guy like we were. So you see, cricket to me is a special thing. I love cricket. I used to get paid for it. It's a part of my life. So I admire you youngsters now. I put the foundation down in 1974, and to see you guys playing cricket here today, oh boy, I feel top of the world. So thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much for the wonderful speech. So it's very good to know some of his beautiful moments from his lifetime, and also a little bit about the history of cricket in Finland, how cricket came to Finland, let's say it that way. Yeah, give a big round of applause, yes. So guys, this kind of tournaments are not just for winning or losing, right? So we have certain memories, certain moments to cheer up, to remember when we are old. So it's not just about winning or trying to win it anyway. I would like to call upon that way. Now I will start with the prize distribution event, and the first award to go is fair play. So before handing this award, I am also going to say a few sentences on this one. As we have noticed, there has been some controversial decisions, and that is a part of the beautiful game cricket. That decision sometimes switches over from one team to another, so it's always benefiting one team. And it doesn't mean that it was intentional or the umpire want the opponent team to lose. So that never happens. So we have to respect those kind of decisions. Umpires are there, they try their best to keep the game fair and to play with the sporting spirit. I would like to say one more time, I have been saying it so many times in the Facebook post, any game is won over on the merit of performance, not by shouting outside, not by fighting with the umpire or by just pointing out the umpire because it was a controversial decision. So I'm going to pick one of those controversial decisions that I was involved myself. I have never seen anyone catching ball on the boundary line and then right away going outside. So no one celebrates by throwing the ball outside or going outside and then again catching it. I'm not going to talk on that one, so let's keep it that way. So I'm just telling it, we also did a bit of research on different kinds of laws. The ground umpire can either refer to the third umpire when there are that kind of decisions involved. That is not possible because there was any TV recordings. And if the umpire is not convinced, so he has full rights to either give it a 6 or to give it a cut or to give it as a catch out. And that's, according to me, when he was not in the full control, he was still going behind the rope. And that's what I gave it not out. And that was the most controversial decision. And I did not understand why it impacted another team so much. Please, I'm not. Let's continue with the process. Let me speak. So if you want explanation, I can explain it to you later on. And I'm not. So let's continue it. For that reason, we have been considering so many different incidences that has happened throughout all those 3 days. There were teams who were sitting in the scorecard and they were noticing how things are going. And based on that, I know that the last 2 games during the first day, they did not have that much of impact throughout the league because it was already decided the 2 teams that would have been going to the next round of the knockout stage. And that was the major impact why the last 2 games did happen that way, which shouldn't have happened. And based on all those notices, all those considerations that we have done, the greatest spirit is shown by different clubs. I'm not going to point any. Most of the clubs participating, they show true sporting spirit and they helped us maintain this tournament peacefully as a successful one. And now I'm going to call the Fair Play Award, and it's going for Ghorelu CC. They showed real cricketing sporting spirit. So these guys have maintained a very good spirit throughout the tournament. The last game, like I said, was meaningless, but still they played for fun. So that's what cricket is all about. So it's not about winning always. And we are not immortal. Anyone can get out. Anyone can let's say, anyone might face wrong decisions. So that doesn't mean umpire wants you to lose that game. That is the part of any kind of sports. I think all guys watching cricket for so many years, playing cricket for so many years, need to understand this basic thing that there might be some decisions that might switch either way. So we have to accept that. We are human beings, there might be some mistakes, there might be some errors, but that doesn't mean you come to fight and so on. So now, please, from Ghorelu, come and get this. I really do on it. I really.
Man of the series, man of the match.
Man of the match. So thank you. Give a big round of applause for these guys. So these guys showed real sporting spirit.
We all should learn like match is not
Yes.
only about winning, but it's about winning hearts of other people.
Yes, and they have won the hearts of other people. So give them a big round of applause. So after the most precious award, fair play, now I start with man of the match awards, and we are going from the league matches. The first match was between Team 10 and Devrali CC. Pras Simanjit played an excellent inning of 28 runs, and also he had a wonderful bowling spell of 3 overs, 11 runs and 1 wicket. So he is the man of the match.
So on
Okay,
behalf
so on
of
behalf of Pras.
so motivated.
Yeah.
From this way.
Yes, yes. So moving next to the second game, it was between Rhinos and NSCC. Prakash Pond from NSCC gets man of the match for his wonderful 3-over spell, 12 runs and 3 wickets. So, congratulations.
प्रकाश उता है एकपल्ट रोनाल्डो फेरि देखाउनु पर्यो है सिआर चाहिँ सुशील करो भन एकपल्ट.
Okay, the next game was between Team 10 and Riimaki. Pankaj Soran from Team 10 gets this man of the match award for batting inning of 47 runs from 18 balls. It was a wonderful display of batting.
उधर गेम क्या हो गया? जीत गए?
हार गया वहाँ पे।
अरे यार क्या
The fourth game was between Ghorelu CC and NSCC. It was a low-scoring game, and Mr. Arun Gewali played a beautiful inning of 31 not out to take his team home.
Trying skill, right?
The fifth game was between Devrali CC and Riimaki CC. Robin Khanal from Riimaki CC played a destructive inning of 37 not out from 27 ball. Also, he was involved in 1 run out.
एकपल्ट यता नि हेर है
Sixth game, the Rhinos versus Ghorelu CC, and Samir Koirala from Ghorelu CC for his wonderful spell of 3 overs, 15 runs and 4 wickets, and also he has done 1 excellent run out post run catch.
Go Mailale!
Okay, the 7th game was between Direct to Field and CHK. I think no one is here currently from CHK, so maybe Krishna can collect the trophy for Mr. Kamal Raj Chandrasekharan for his wonderful 50 runs from 31 balls. So we will give this trophy later on. So is there anyone from CHK?
CHK!
Anyone from CHK?
Anyone?
Okay, so we will hand it.
To them.
8th game was between Helsinki 11 and French United. Saurabh Sawant played a wonderful inning of 61 not out from 36 balls. So that is the highest score, individual score in an inning in this tournament. So I would like to call Mr. Saurabh Sawant to take his Man of the Match award.
From French United.
So if there's no one, then someone can come from French United. ल बधाई छ है
बधाई पठाइदियो
Okay, the ninth game was म त उता गइसक्यो भने So ninth game belongs to the organizers. It was between Club 848 and CHK. It was also a very close game and a very competitive game. Deepak Pokhrel gets man of the match award for his wonderful bowling, 3 overs, 19 runs and 3 wickets.
Yes. Congratulations. हामीले त बुका भयो चाहिँ यो पालि
अनि कि चाहिँ उता हात मिलाएर जान्छ नि त
त्यो डिरेक्ट टु फिल है त्यो डिटिएफ
Okay, game number 10, it was between French United and Direct to Field. Man of the match award goes to Mr. Sagar Gurung for his 5 wickets, 8 runs in 3 overs. So that was a wonderful spell and the best bowling figure. So again, anyone from French United, please come to get his award.
त्यो man of the match from French United अनि नाम भन्दिनु त्यसपछि सोच्नु ल हाम्रो लेफ्टी राइट है त
Okay, so the 11th game, I believe that was the last game of the league stage, right? So it was between Club 8848 and Helsinki 11. And Club 8848 is a special team. There are different types of players, the cool captain, the aggressive player, and one of the most aggressive players from our team, Mr. Sarat Chan, who can bat both ways. He gets the man of the match award for 32 runs from 15 balls, 3 wickets and 8 runs.
सेम फाइनल वान सेम फाइनल ठिक छ 3 4 ठिक हुन्छ त्यसपछि
सिंगै निक्ल्यो नि यदि त हट एग्रेसिभ पनि
अब अलिकति दिनु न अनि आधा त पनि
यो कि 4 ओभर 1 विकेट वन्डरफुल बलिङ स्पेल भन्ने नि यो यति
Now moving towards the knockout stage, the first semi-final was between Team 10 and Club 848. It was again a very close game. Sawan Shah, he played a wonderful inning of 29 runs from 24 balls. He also did a super bowling spell, 1 wicket from 4 overs, and he conceded only 20 runs. So man of the match goes to Sawan Shah. Congratulations.
उनी देखिने के बडी देखिने
ल अलिकति अगाडि लिटल फ्रन्ट
अब क्लास हार्ने जे छ त्यही ठिक छ नि
अब ठिकै छ
पर्दैन इट्स ओके ल जस्ट लेट इट बी लाइक दैट अब पछि गरौँ पछि गरौँ
The second semi-final was between NSCC and French United. There was quite a close call in selecting a man of the match award, but we thought that Sagar Vandari's inning, where he took wicket of Anil, right? That was a very special over and that turned the game. So Sagar Vandari gets the man of the match award for 2 wickets for his wonderful bowling spell.
यस्तै मजाले खेल्नु डिसिप्लिन भएर एकछिन भन्नु अब आज यस्तो भयो राम्रो भयो
अनि यो थ्याङ्क यू भन्नु सबै टिमहरूलाई अनि त्यसपछि अब हामी फाइनल अवार्ड गर्न भन्दा अगाडि म केही वर्डहरू गर्छु भनेर भन्नु के केही भन्नु बालै दिने त सब दिने ट्याक्स सब अनि सबै टिमहरूलाई अनि त्यसपछि अनि बल्ल हामी फाइनल सेलिब्रेसन गर्छौँ किन त्यसपछि मान्छेको इन्ट्रेस्ट हुन्न कि फाइनल दिएपछि
So the final game, once again, it was a nail-biting game, right?
Yes!
So it was switching between NSCC and Club 848. Sometimes they were on the top of game, and sometimes we were, and it was a close game. And in the final game, the cool captain played a wonderful inning and guided us from the earlier collapse to winning the game. So Arun Basnet gets man of the match award for 35 runs and a wonderful catch. अर्को अब चाहिँ कहाँ गयो कहाँ छ र यो सक्यो होइन यो चाहिएन न अब यो कहाँ लेखेको छ एउटा यहाँ सक्यो अब चाहिँ बेस्ट फिल्डर
अब यसो 2-4 बोर्ड हान्दिनु
2-4 वटा
ज्यानै दे
Okay, so now moving towards another awards, remaining awards. Batsman, bowlers, and fielder also is a very important aspect of cricket game. One catch can switch the game, right? And catches win matches, so that's a well-known proverb that is common to all of us here playing cricket. And now, before taking the name, I would like to make some guesses for the best fielder in the entire tournament. Any guesses, guys?
Rohit Raj!
रोहित नाम तो सुना ही होगा
Rohit? Okay, I keep you guys guessing. So he has been a wonderful player in our team. And he has done wonderful fielding, not only in this tournament, also in the previous tournaments. I think he's already smiling, so let's call his name. He is Rohit Raj Mandari for his wonderful fielding.
Very good.
ल रोहित वाट अ वन्डरफुल फिल्डिङ कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन ल यसो फोटो सोटो हान है 2-3टा
ल रोहित
कति हो
बेस्ट
हजुर ए ल ल
क्याचमा भन्नु त्यस्तो मोर देन 10 भन्नु अनि
And standing behind the wicket, it is also very challenging, right? So I stand myself behind, so there might be some mistakes, and then every guys are coming towards you complaining it was an easy catch but you dropped it. But it's a difficult shot. So there has been quite a close call for best wicket keeper. But Chetan Singh leads in this tournament, and he gets the best wicket keeper for 14 catches.
भेरी गुड क्वेसन
Why? राम्रो छ सुन्दै
हो क्लोज कलै थियो पुरै हाम्रो लतारे
स्वरूप साउन्ड रहेछ हैन बेस्ट ब्याट्सम्यान मेन अफ द सिरिज कुपन यही थियो यार टेबलमा
गर्दै गर्नु
रोबिन तला मन्त्रले हो क्या
के र
यही माथि थियो त टेबलमा ल त्यो रेडी बनाऊ
मेरो सिरिज
Okay, catches win matches, likewise runs also wins matches, and also there is an equal contribution from the bowler. And the best bowler of the tournament, any guesses guys? Utsav, right. So he has been a wonderful bowler for Club 848. That is also one of the reasons we have managed to take all 10 wickets in all matches except the final one. So I would like to call Mr. Utsav Kharel, who leads our bowling attack for his 10 wickets. So he is the best bowler. Right.
फ्युचर हो
Future, right?
भन्दिनु न 2-4 वटा हाम्रो यो क्लबको भनेर 10 भन्दा बढी भएको छ अनि यो पनि एकदम क्लोज कल थियो
कसको थियो कसको थियो अर्को
बेस्टम्यान अरू पनि टन्नै थियो कि नजिक नजिक 70-80 नजिकै थियो तर खासै
थोरै गेम
तर रन धेरै भइन्छ कि
एभरेज बढ्यो है जम्मा भएछ
Okay, so moving to the next award, it's best batsman. So batsmen play a vital role in deciding a game. Of course, bowlers, fielders, and everyone has equal contribution. Batsmen also play a very important role, and there has been quite a close call again in this award. So there were quite many batsmen who are nearby to each other, but Sorup Sawant leads other batsmen by scoring 82 runs from French United. Therefore, I would like to call him to get the best batsman awards. Sorup Sawant. अब यही हो न लास्ट हो न
पुरै टिमै जानु पर्ला
पुरै टिमै जाम्ला के पुरै टिमै जाम्ला एक दिन
Okay, the man of the series, the most valuable player. So there is always one or two all-rounders in a team, and then some of them perform really well. So any guesses for man of the series? It's quite difficult, right?
Who can play both sides?
Who can play both sides? So Saurabh Chand has scored 67 runs, once again close to best batsman, and he has taken 5 wickets and also wonderful fielding. Therefore, he gets man of the series awards in this tournament, Mr. Saurabh Chand. Also, in addition to getting a trophy, Ravintala Mantra has sponsored a dinner coupon, and he is also going to get that coupon. अब चाहिँ उ हो न सेकेन्ड बट कहाँ छ त्यो खेलाडीहरुको नाम यार
नेम लिस्ट लेखिसक्नु छ न यहाँ छ
कता हो थियो यार त्यो दुईटा सानो सानो टुक्रा थियो के त्यो उसमा थियो त्यो डटीमा
क्रस गरे
मेरो एउटा तिम्रो एनएससीसी को रोइन रहेछ
त्यो थियो के यार सानो त्यो उ डटी थियो नि यहाँ माथि कहाँ गयो
त्यो उसमा लेख्नु न त्यो माथि के यहाँ छ त
हैन हैन कोअपरेटेड फॉरवर्ड को भयो हैन तर एनएससीसी को
खोइ छैन
एनएससीसी मै छ त यसैमा छ त
छैन कहाँ गयो यार यता भित्र
फाइल कता गयो त त्यो उसबाट हेर्दिनु न
के एचक्यूबाट हेरौँ क्यामेरा तर यहाँ थियो यहाँ फाइल कहाँ गयो त्यो अहिलेको डट थियो नि यहाँ माथि
कहिले त मैले हेर्छु सबै निकालेर हेरौँ त्यो मुनि हेर्ने थियो यस मुनि त परेन
यसभित्र पनि हुनसक्छ है
त्यसमा त छैन
कहाँ गयो यार छ त्यहाँ
कहिले त मैले हेर्छु
हुँदैन ब्याग मर्छ त्यो या छोड द लिजन नेभर लुज कपी के सञ्जय भण्डारी पटेल काट्दै
यसो भन्दै भयो म्यानेजर भन्दै म्यानेजर भन्दा थ्याङ्क यू थियो सञ्जय भण्डारी भनेर अनि त्यसपछि पाले पाले बोलाइ हुन्छ
Okay, your attention please. We are coming towards the end of the award distribution ceremony. And now, okay, so I request everyone to get a little front so we can also see that port.
यो क्लियर गर्दिनु can you come here please फाइनलमा आउने हो के
ठीक छ
हैन के पहिला यो बाड्न दिम न
Okay, so I'm going to call NSCC player's name from the captain, and please receive the medal from our sponsors and our players here. So Chetan Singh, captain of NSCC.
आयो हुन्छ सबैजना
Suman Badal Shrestha, Vice Captain. Sangeet Sharma.
How are you guys?
Udip Dos Joshi. Arun Gewali. Kismat Shrestha. Prabhuddha Paudel. Rahul Bhandari. Prakash Pant. Sagar Bhandari. Swastik Shrestha. Roshan Gupta. Manish Jaiswal. Sandeep Bhushan Ariel Official. Madhu Bhandari. अनि यो सेकेन्ड ट्रफी पनि उचाल्दिने हो न अब
पहिला यो दिने त्यसपछि अनि फाइनल अनि एकचोटि सबलाई त्यो बोलाएर अनि उठाउँछौँ के
यो सेकेन्ड दिने
म्यानेजरलाई
सेकेन्ड दिने होइन सेकेन्ड दिने
म्यानेजरलाई बोलाएर दिनु क्या त्यो पहिला यिनीहरूले यो पाउन दिन्छन् जान्छन् अनि म्यानेजरलाई बोलाएर अनि टिमले
सुदीप भूषण अर्याल दाइ तपाईँ पनि होइन तिमी होइन म्यानेजर तिमीलाई ट्रफी
मैले चाहिँ हाम्रो एकजना थपेको छ क्या प्लेयर प्रकाश मनिष जयसवाल
भनिसक्यो
मनिष जयसवाललाई
मनिष जयसवाल भनिसक्यो
मनिष जयसवालको म राख्दिँदा हुन्छ
ओके सञ्जय भण्डारी
हाम्रो पनि अब आउँला हैन
रुक न रुक अझै ट्रफी लान्छन् अनि अझै छ के
पैसा पनि भर्नु पछाडिबाट बसेर धेरै नसु
के भन्छ अरे के भयो के भन्छ
बोलेको आखा गरे के
ए
म्यानेजर फर द ट्रफी अल फ्रेन्ड्स को
भण्डारीलाई
ट्रफी Okay, so now the runner-up trophy. So I would like to call the most hard-working manager, Mr. Sanjay Bhandari, team captain, their fans, and all team members to collect the runner-up trophy. Congratulations, NHCC, for being the runner-up of first ever Helsinki Premier League 2017.
अगाडि आएर एक फोटो खिच्यो हुन्छ
ल त अगाडि आऊ र
तिम्रो सुन गेम लिएर हैन अनि टक्क अगाडि बसेर
Oi, बधाई छ है ल
मलाई चाहिँ त्यही भएर नेक्स्ट गेममा अब फेरि फाइनलमा पुग्यो भने
हालै पालो हो
फाइनलमा पुगेर फेरि गर्नु पर्छ
8 चोटी भयो हान्छ के
अब हामी वी आर ब्याक हो क्या
स्पोन्सर्स यो पछाडीको ब्यानर सजाउने है हैन यतिकै बस्नु के फरक पर्दैन
हामी यतिको उभिन्न अहिले
हामी यतिकै बसौँ हाम्रो तल आउँछ
अगाडिको बस्नु क्या हो चेतनहरु
हजुर के रे
मतलब
के
अहिले मैले भने
ए
त देख्नु पर्यो
म्युट गर्नुपर्छ
म कहाँ गरे हैन
त्यहाँ सिङ्गी राखा गरे के त्यहाँ
ए ल
तिमीलाई भन्दैन
ए छ यही छ यही दिने हो ल लिएर आऊ के
होइन सेकेन्डलाई दिइहालौँ न
दिइहालौँ हैन
एकछिन है
So let's thank these guys for providing wonderful foods for all those 3 days. Thanks. Thank you very much for Lawson Food and Catering Service. And they are
फोटो नहालौँ है
so they are offering some boozes for the runner-up. And I would like to call Sanjay Bhandari, the team manager, to collect these booze from Lawson Food and Catering Service. Congratulations, guys. सुरु गरौँ न हल्का क्लबेटेड फोरेडको भनिदिउँ क्या हल्का भनिदिउँ क्या हाम्रो 5 वर्षदेखिको टिम भनेर भनिदिन्छु भनेको के अरे 5 वर्षदेखिको टिम भनेर
क्याश प्राइज विल बी क्रेडिटेड टु द
also guys runner up guys So there is.
Guys, please, be quiet for a while.
So if you have read those long tests, then you know that there is a cash prize of 250 euros for the runner-up. So you will get that cash prize in one of your bank accounts. So we will transfer that money from our club's account. So it's going to be Sanjay Bandari's or someone. So you are getting more awards. So it's time for the winners. Only Nepalese registered club in Finland, let's say it that way. And guys, I'm going to tell a bit of history. We started, I think, playing cricket from 2012. We were the same guys in 2012 and we are still the same guys. So we are trying to improve our game. Still we are trying to maintain the sportsmanship, friendship and take this club further. So thank you everyone for being part of this club. And also it's been 5 years, so we have a certain history to share, which I'm not going to do it right now. Now I'm going to call our players. I think I lost that list, so let's come one by one from the captain and other players to collect their medals for winning this Helsinki Premier League. अरूलाई अगाडि जान्दिउँ हैन अरू अगाडि क्याप्टेन हो के सधैँ लिड गर्ने भन्नु अगाडि हो नि ल
प्रोफेसनल परे फेरि
प्रोफेसनल परेछन् के हाम्रो फोटोग्राफर
बोल्नु यो हो नि त तरिका
So on the sledge. Right. धन्यवाद
फोटोग्राफर कडा परेछ
उतै जानु पर्यो
लाइभ भिडियो नै भइरहेछ त्यो बिजिन दाइ म्यानेजर
भन्ने छ त मैले पछि
बधाई छ हामीलाई
बधाई छ
बधाई छ हामीलाई
बधाई अरे
It's